Hello everyone, welcome back to Racer Tech. Today I'm going to talk about the Apple event which is going to take place on September 12th. Uh, as you already know, there will be a new iPhone and there is speculation that there will be an Ultra variant apart from the Pro Max variant which we already have. By the way, this looks cool. I believe you can see the animation here. And let's move on to the speculation. So one is said that the Pro Max variant will be having 6 GB of RAM and with storage option with up to 1 TB, whereas the 15 Ultra, which is a new version, will have 8 GB of RAM with memory up to 2 TB. And it's also said that the Ultra variant could feature better camera features than the normal Pro. Also, the Ultra could be priced even higher by about $100 or £100. Size-wise, if you see, look at the image, you can't see much of a difference. They look almost similar. And 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, as usual, there seems to be a size difference. Now let's look at the leaks and the rumors. So definitely, it's the new iPhone is going to come with the USB-C option. It's sad that Apple did not implement this USB-C for many years, whereas Android they have implemented almost a decade back. So Android, I would say it's a good thing that they moved to USB-C because a lot of the chargers that we use could be used on multiple devices. So it's like OnePlus charger could be used on Samsung, Samsung charger could be used on OnePlus. So there was that kind of flexibility, so you don't have to carry the charger always. You could use someone else's charger as well. So that flexibility is there. Whereas with the iPhone, the issue that people might face is you need to carry the lightning cable with you always. But once the USB-C is implemented, things are going to change. And it said that a new action button will be coming on the 15 Pro model. So by Pro, it means it could be the Pro Max as well as the Ultra as well. So the action button, it's going to replace the button with which you make the phone to ring or the silencer. So basically the silent button. So it's like you can configure it the way you like. So you can even use that button for different other functions as well. And it's also said the iPhone 15 will have faster charging speeds, but I also saw speculation that with the Pro and the Pro Max model, you get the same speed as the 14 Pro and Pro Max. With the Ultra, you are going to get the faster speeds. So that speculation is there, so we're not confirmed about that. And yesterday I was trying to transfer data from my 14 Pro Max to my Windows PC. And one issue which I felt initially was during the transfer was failing. And I was not sure what was going on, but it seems to be there is a setting that you need to change in the photo section in settings to for where it says you need to transfer. There's an option called like automatic or to keep the original file. So you just need to set it as original file, then it's gonna transfer the files without any issues. And the charging speed is also said to be faster by up to like 35 watts. And currently the 14 Pro Max is limited to like 27 watts, so there is a little bit of pump. So that should make your phone charger faster. I know when compared to a lot of the Android phones like OnePlus, Oppo, and all, which can charge even faster because they have got like 100 watts, 125 watts, etc. So compared to them, Apple is gonna charge slower. The main reason is Apple is mainly focused on the uh, long life of the battery rather than the much charging speeds. Because what I've felt is even with my OnePlus phone, it charges fast, but it also drains fast, and also as years goes by, the capacity of the battery has also reduced a lot. So comparing that, I feel like Apple has a strategy there. I can't say it's a good or bad thing, but they have got a strategy which will help in the uh, long life of the battery. So that's why they have reduced the speed limit to around like 35 watts. They could have gone much faster, but this is the main reason that's stopping them from going much faster. And we also know there were issues where a lot of the Android phones have exploded. So this could be one reason. So when the charging speed is increased, there is this risk factor which can lead to the battery explosion, battery heating up, battery bulging. I've seen a lot of issues like that. So I think Apple has a strategy there, and this is the reason why. And it's also said the 15 Pro might get a titanium frame with thinner bezels, and the price is going to increase as well. So look wise, the 14 Pro Max and the 15 Pro Max could look almost similar and with the dynamic island. But the thing is, the outer bezels is going to reduce. So as you can see in the image, um, I think this is the 15 Pro sample which they've shown. So compared to the 14 Pro, it's going to reduce. And it's also said that the price could be more this year. It could be because of the titanium frame as well, and also the change from the Lightning port to the USB-C. I think that's all. And one more thing which I want to bring to light is we know that the S23 Ultra was seen to be much better than the 14 Pro Max, uh, and many people are actually switching from Apple to Samsung as well. But there is one more story going on, so it's like many people are changing from Android to iPhone as well, and I feel like it could be because of the ecosystem. When I bought the phone, when I first got the iPhone 14 Pro Max, that was my first iPhone, and I've been using Android for almost like 14 years. The first impression, I was like, it's similar to Android, and it's quite fast, and there's no any lag issues. But the most noticeable thing was the apps are very optimized. When it comes to Android, there's a lot of apps, but the optimization is not good enough. So there are places where you're not able to type in, the keyboard doesn't show up, the apps crash, etc., etc. But when it comes to Apple, I feel the apps are heavily refined and optimized, so you can't find much fault in them. And all the necessary apps that you need, they are there. But when it comes to the number of the apps, Android will have more, but Apple has the ones which are more important. And also many of the manufacturers for different car companies and different appliances, etc. So they focus on Apple, and Apple has only like a few devices, but when it comes to Android, there's multiple devices. And this point I had in my mind, and recently I also saw MKPHD also make a video on this, and he also mentioned this point as well. So that is the one reason why Android is having a lot of issues when it comes to app optimization. And the other thing is, after I bought the iPhone, I also got the Apple Watch, that is Series 8, and I also got the AirPods. The thing that surprised me more was the AirPods, because they were for that price, it's not heavily priced when compared to other competitors. It's not heavily priced, but the performance of the AirPod Pro was unbelievable. The moment you plug it into your ears, it's like the noise is completely cancelled out, and when you want to have the transparency mode on, is really amazing. It does that very well. And the moment you take the earphones out, it pauses the video or the music, and when you plug it back in, it straight away continues without any lag or without any hiccups. That's one thing. And the second thing is, there is the spatial audio. So if you're holding your phone here and you're watching it, you feel like the audio is actually coming from there. When you move your head sideways, you still feel the audio is coming from there. I don't know how it works, but that works really nice. That's a really a nice thing. And with the new releases that's going to come towards the end of this year, they're going to bring an adaptive transparency mode. So it's like you're walking through the public and you had the transparency mode on, and this if there is a large noise which is going on outside, then the AirPods will automatically cut out that noise, and once that noise is gone, it will come back to the transparency mode that you set in it. So I would say it's really smart. And the uh, ecosystem with the things that I have with the phone, with the watch, and with the AirPods, I would say they're really integrated well. And you are able to even unlock your watch with your phone. So and the way you are able to connect your AirPods to the watch, it's like really fast and there is no hiccups there. So I would say the ecosystem is done really nice, and I'm still missing out the part where when it comes to the iPad and the MacBook, because I don't have those right now. I can't explain that, but I've seen a lot of reviews on that as well. So they're saying uh, it's really integrated to those devices as well. So that's where I feel Apple is doing an outstanding performance, and that may be one reason why so many people are actually buying iPhones. And that may be also one reason why we can evidently see the sale figures much higher for the iPhones when compared to the other Android devices. So all those people who are actually planning to buy phone, um, just wait for the iPhone release and don't buy the 14 models now, because their price will be reduced in a number of days, and you can get the new device, that's the 15 series. So please wait for them. And I would say, if you have never tried an iPhone before, don't worry. Even if you're a hardcore Android user, you will still like it, because I've been using Android for many years, and I did not find any issue because almost everything is there. And even when it comes to the customization, there is still a lot of opportunities for you to customize. So it's not like you don't have any opportunity, it is still there. So don't worry about it. So I just give it a try, or try to use your friend's phone, or see some review videos, etc. And then you make the right decision. Because I always, even though I used Android for a long time, I didn't feel like there was much of a change, and I always wanted to try iPhone. And the main intention was to get a secondary phone, but I just bought iPhone as the primary phone, and I was able to quickly adapt to it, because I did not feel that I was limited from something. Everything works really well without any issues. The battery backup is really good. The camera is really amazing. So altogether, I felt there was not much difficulty. Even everything you need to transfer, you are able to transfer it nicely. So this video, I hope everyone is able to understand more about Apple, and you don't need to stay away from Apple. So if you like to try it, try it. The ecosystem is really good. So please wait for the iPhone 15 release, and I think there will be new watch and AirPods as well. So definitely wait for the release. And then if you really like, try to get a hands on maybe at some retailers, and then make your purchase. So I hope you really like the video, and if you really like me to add something else or do some review on something, please mention that in the comments. And I was always, please give a like, and if you have not subscribed already, please do subscribe, and please share the video with others. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.